IB is connected.
IB is lugubrious. IB is a lifestyle.
IB is being confidently lost.
IB is dedication.
IB is opportunity.
IB is a wild ride.
International Baccalaureate is sensational.
IB is community.
IB is a grind.
IB is extraordinary.
IB is curiosity driven.
IB is definitely worth it. It's taught me a lot of valuable things like time management. It's definitely opened my eyes to different perspectives like cultural, political perspectives and just ideas that I probably wouldn't have been as open to or wouldn't have been as aware of if I was not an IB. So I'm planning on attending Washington University in St. Louis, WashU for short, and my intended major is biology with a concentration in microbiology, and I'm going to double minor in Korean history and Spanish history and culture. One of the first people I want to say thank you to is Mr. Kanapke. He's always been very understanding and just supportive of whatever we've gone through. He's been there for the past 2 years, just guiding us and helping us make sure we're mentally and physically stable, which is a really big help considering how rigorous the program is. And then I would like to say special thanks to my parents. They've always been very supportive of me. They've just always been there with my struggles, kept encouraging me, making sure I'm on top of things. So that's, yeah.
IB is worth it because the rigorous workload and the different topics that you have to cover prepare you to be able to study in a lot of different fields. Okay, so I'm planning on going to Northwestern University for econ, and because of that, I really don't know what to do with it yet because it's such a broad major. There's a lot of different career opportunities you can get from studying econ in college, but I know that I want to do something in STEM and, get involved and really try to better the world, try to be more global in my thinking and what my career is about. So first off, I'd like to thank my family, especially my parents, because IB can be very stressful and I know I couldn't have done it without their support and their love for me and how, they always thought that I could do it and there was never a doubt in their minds of whether or not I would finish or whether or not I would quit. So for that unyielding faith, I'm thankful for that. And I'm also thankful for the teachers that allowed me to be confused in a way that didn't make me feel bad. They never made me feel bad for not understanding anything or having a question that wasn't everybody else's question.
I think IB is definitely worth it. It's kind of a lot of work up front, but I think the payoff is huge. It really teaches you how to be a different kind of thinker than I think what we would normally get. And I mean, it's really helped me. I'm going international for college. I'll be attending IE University in Madrid. So I think that IB has really prepared me to kind of become a global citizen. To thank my mom definitely for supporting me through all of this, and definitely all of my teachers have just been fantastic. Special thank you to Miss Berry for helping me get to where I am in math class. So I think IB, the reason I stayed in IB was because I really wanted to get that international diploma, so I had the option to go international. And then it just so happened that I guess the stars aligned and this university in Spain contacted me. And it was like it was meant to be. I'll be a behavioral science major. I'm the first American who was enrolled in the program. I never thought I would get as close to these amazing people as I did. IB really has given me the opportunity to kind of have a family. I'm an only child, so you all have given me such a wonderful opportunity to be part of a really big family. Thank you.
Definitely think IB has prepared me in terms of a liberal arts education, the way that classes relate to each other, and the way that we can have a conversation in class discussing topics. That open conversation classroom feeling really has prepared me for college. My intended major is sociology anthropology at St. Olaf College in Northfield, Minnesota. Definitely thank you to my teachers for everything you've done, all those extra hours, all of the work and everything that we've put in together. And thank you to my parents for being there for everything.
IB is a grind. IB, it takes so much effort, so much time, so much work, but what you get out of it is definitely worth it. The work ethic you need to get through IB is definitely something that will benefit you in college. By being able to be disciplined and get all this work done will definitely prepare me for the higher workloads at the higher level. IB, it also teaches you to be open-minded. We have so many random discussions and so many different topics that we cover throughout the year that I wouldn't be able to discuss or learn about if it wasn't for IB. And it teaches you to think about things in a different way and to see different sides. And that's a valuable skill in life and my years to come. My college plan, I plan to go to UW-Madison in Wisconsin. I'm going there through the Posse Scholarship, so I look forward to doing that in August. And once I'm there, I plan to go into civil engineering, where I can help out people, build things that can benefit the environment and maybe make a difference in the world. I just gotta thank everybody. I mean, to see where we've come, we've made such great progress over these 4 years. If you told me beginning of high school that I'd be where I am now, I wouldn't believe you. Be able to make great college decisions, being able to go all these amazing places, being able to do amazing things, it's great. I gotta thank my parents, my teachers, my friends who've pushed me through this entire IB journey, and it's glad to say we've made it.
IB has definitely prepared me for life after high school because it's so focused on teaching you how to ask questions rather than just answer them. So I think that's a skill. That skill to think is so important for any venture that you might face for the rest of your life, not just necessarily academics based. I will be attending the University of Chicago studying mathematics with a specialization in economic mathematics. I want to thank my math teacher, Miss Barry, for definitely contributing to my interest in mathematics. She focuses on teaching us kind of the more interesting elements of mathematics because it can be kind of boring to learn process after process. But in her class, she focuses on the deeper connections and trying to make things make sense on like a fundamental level instead of just, okay, here's the steps, do these to answer this kind of question. So it's that kind of learning environment and that type of mathematics education which led me to the field that I'm going to be focusing on in the coming years.
Lucky and humbled to be able to announce that I'll be attending Princeton University in the fall. And Princeton is the kind of place where they encourage their students to work together. And through collaboration and through discussion, they want students to be able to share ideas and share perspectives, and that will give us a broader understanding of whatever material that we're working with. And I think that's what IB is all about. For me, IB has taught me the value of teamwork especially, and of considering cultures and people who have different ideas and different perceptions of what is important in leading a full life. That the world is not just something that you are a part of, it is something that we're all a part of. The world is malleable to us. We can shape it however we want according to our dreams and our hopes for what the future may be. And we are able to work together and share our collective humanity in realizing a dream that we want to come true. And all of that happens through collaboration, through teamwork, through realizing perspectives that are different than your own. Of course, a big thank you to my mom. She's really an incredible person. She's been so helpful and very patient with me because I know I'm not the easiest person to deal with sometimes, but you've always been incredibly supportive in whatever whim I'm considering at the moment. And yeah, just thank you for everything, Mom.
Well, I think the program's been really great. I mean, it's really rewarding. You really do, get taught to think in a very critical way. You get taught to see things in different perspectives and in new lights. And I think there's certainly an element of free thinking and really going out there and experiencing things that, isn't really found in a lot of education systems and a lot of teaching methods. So I think IB, from that perspective, is really worth it. And I mean, not to be too cynical, but I think it does prepare you a lot for college. So if you're one of those kids that wants to get into the best college you can, IB is definitely the route to go. Okay, so my plans are to study political science and possibly economics as well at either UChicago or WashU. I'm still deciding. and from there go to law school and become a civil rights attorney. I thank, my parents for supporting me constantly, my friends for always being there, my teachers for, putting up with me, because, it must have not been very easy to have me in class for all 4 years, but I'm glad that they were able to stomach through it and really just, teach me and make me a much better person than I think I was, so.
Okay, yes, I think after these 4 years that IB is worth it. Coming into IB, like freshman year, I had a lot of people telling me, don't do it, it's gonna wreck your GPA. And now that I'm through it, I found a way to work well and to get the grades that I wanted to, and I definitely think it's helped prepare me for college. Like, I feel like there's nothing that college can throw at me that I won't be prepared for. I definitely think that I'll be able to handle the workload and be able to think critically about things that I wouldn't have if I wasn't in IB. So I'll be attending Yale University in the fall with a major in mechanical engineering. I think it wasn't only IB that was, I definitely needed more than just IB on my application, I think. But I know that IB definitely helped with that. When I was talking to my interviewer for Yale, he mentioned that, that IB was definitely a rigorous program, and whenever I brought it up in conversation with people in any of my college interviews, they definitely acknowledged the workload, and I think that helped them understand that I was able to handle the workload at Yale. Thank you to all of my teachers. Thank you to my EE supervisor, Mr. Upton. You were great. Thank you to everyone who has helped counsel me throughout my 4 years. I've definitely needed a lot of talk and conversation. Thank you to Mr. Kanapke. You've been amazing and a help in so many different ways. I can't even count. I don't know what I'm gonna do without you next year. And thank you to my parents. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Dad, for always being there for me, those late nights, those college applications. Thank you for helping me.
I think IB was worth it for me because it gave me a leg up on college applications, as well as the fact that it really gave me a global perspective and influenced me to maybe look at the world from a more international point of view. I would like to thank all the teachers at HF in the IB program who helped me get through some difficult classes and were always there supporting me. And I would like to thank my family and my friends as well for helping me out. All right, I'm attending Cornell University, planning to major in history and international relations.
I definitely think IB was worth it. It definitely wasn't without its challenges, but it helped me learn the value of hard work, and it also helped me become a more well-rounded individual overall. I'm going to Emory University and I'm going to major in neuroscience. I just want to say thank you to all my teachers for never giving up on me, even though at times I may have made them want to. And thank you to my parents for all the late nights that they stayed up with me studying, helping me study. And to all my friends for putting up with me every single day.
I think that IB teaches you a lot of connections that you can't really get anywhere else. It's very interdisciplinary as a program. You get to learn things about different people, different countries, and the different subjects really connect in a really wonderful way. So I think it's definitely worth it to learn so much about different perspectives and getting a more well-rounded education. Attending the University of British Columbia in Vancouver, and I'm going to be studying engineering physics with a concentration in particle physics. Thank you to all my teachers who have kept pushing me to do the best that I can, especially to Mr. Fossey for getting me interested in astrophysics. You rock. But yeah, to my family for dealing with my long nights, and all of my fellow IB students for dealing with me.